Hi everyone, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm just going to offer some insight on how to make use of arrays in Python. Okay, uh, hope we understand some basics of arrays. A simple idea behind arrays is it's like one variable which has got multiple slots in it. Meaning one variable maybe say name, but can actually store 10 names into it. Okay. So how is that possible? It's like that variable becomes like a table, with maybe one column where that column is divided into a number of slots in it, which is able to store a number of values in it. Now, I'll go straight into how this is done. Let's say I want to create a variable called names, okay, where I can enter 10 names of people. So I'm going to say names, okay, is equal to, and then I do that, okay. When I do that, this is Python's syntax for creating an array. So this is an empty array, okay. So whenever you do this, it could be that you say numbers is equal to this. Then when you do this, okay, we have created an array, okay, of numbers here. Now maybe let's do this. Let's call this as max, okay, max. Max is equal to that. So we create an empty array there. Okay. So I've got two arrays here called the names and then another one called the max. Now, if you want to put a value in an array, what you basically do is you can say names. So when I say names and then dot, I put a dot and then I mention the word append. When I say append and then inside the brackets, so append is like it's a function or it's a method which can be used to add an item to this array called the names. So if I say append, okay, append that, okay, then I'm saying add the name Charles to the array called the names. Just like if I say again names dot append, then this implies I'm saying I want to add another name here. I'm going to call this Jones, okay. Okay, so like this, I've added some names into the array. If you want to see what has been added to the array, all you just have to say is, let's say print, and then you say print names. So Python enables us to print all the items in of an array by simply saying print and then the name of the array like that. Okay, then here we can say, let's try to run this code. Okay, so when you try to run this, you see a printout here. So meaning when you print this, it's able to see what's in the array. There's Charles and then there's Jones in there. Now, what if we try to also put max? Okay, let me say max. Okay, max obtained. So max dot append. So I'm going to put a value of 89 there. And then max dot append. And I'm going to put a value of 75 there. Okay, so if I say print max, okay, I expect to see the names and then the max printed down there. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so you see this now. So this is Charles and then there's that there. Now, let's now make it possible for someone to enter a number of values in that. Now let's make a for loop here. We're going to say for I, okay, we're going to use I to navigate through. So for I in range. So in the range, which range? We say from 0, let's say from 1 to 6. Okay. For I in range 1 to 6, what are we going to do? We do the following. Meaning, I want someone to enter names continuously. So what I'm going to say is input, okay, or I'll do this. I'll say, okay, I'll put a dash, okay, and say name is equal to, okay. So I'll just put an underscore, then I say name is equal to input. So what will be entered here? The prompt is going to be enter name, and then I'll say underscore, then mark. Then I say is equal to, I also get an input here. Then I say mark obtained. Okay, here I'll say mark obtained by. So I want to show the actual name of the person whom I'm getting the marks for. Okay, marks obtained by name. Then I'll also add this. Just want to add that there. Okay, for better display. So name is equal to, someone enters the name, then the mark is equal to mark obtained by, so we want to enter the mark there. Now of course for the mark we need to convert it into an integer. So I'm going to say mark is equal to, so I'll convert this into an integer. I'll say int and then I'll say okay, mark, like that. Then what am I going to do next? I'm going to add these values of mark as well as name to the two arrays, names and mark. So what I'll say is I'll say names dot append. So I'm going to add that name here. Okay. And then I'll say marks, okay, dot append. Sorry. Okay, I want to say marks dot append. So I'm going to append the value for mark. Okay. So with this, what I'm assuming is this is going to help me to enter more names and more marks into this. So then we're going to, then the first ones, of course, Charles and Jones are going to be there, and then we can add others which we are going to just enter. Now to display this, I'm going to use a simple method again. I'll just say print. I'll print say names. I'll print names. Then I also print marks. Okay, like that. Okay, so let's see what this is going to give us. Okay, so we have those two which we had coded. Say now we have to enter some here. So say, so enter a name. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so why is this coming? Okay, so okay, let's do this. So this we're going to add it here. Okay, this is where the error is coming. Okay, so the input, I mean the prompt in the input was supposed to be a string. So like we're breaking some rules of strings. So I want to just like add the name there as part of the string. So our objective is to show the name in the input prompt. So say Gilbert. Okay, so then it says name mark obtained by Gilbert. Okay, that's what we're trying to achieve here. So Gilbert got that. Another person, we'll call this person, I'm going to say this is Dazzle. Okay, Dazzle got so much. Okay, Lydian, mark obtained by Lydian, we'll say, okay, 98. Name Charles, mark obtained by Charles, we're going to put, okay, 43. Okay, name Roster, mark obtained by Roster, we're going to put a 764. Okay, then I'll see a printout. So we can see the first one we have put there, Charles and Jones, and then the ones we just entered here also showing here those marks. Okay, so that's basically how you handle items in a loop. But of course, maybe you can get a printout which is better than this. Okay, maybe instead of this, what if we try this? Okay, let's give this a try. What if we say comment this out like this, and then also this? Okay. What happens when you say print? Now, instead of saying this, we're going to say, let's try this, okay? And also here, we just say print 0, okay? What does this give us? Okay, so let's try to run, just want to see the printout, so we won't go as far as this. So what is this going to give us? Okay, we'll run this. So notice this, it gives us the first items that we had entered, okay? So this is Charles and the mark for Charles. That's what we're seeing here. So when we say name 0, it gives us the item at index 0 in that array. So we can make use of this concept here and try to do this. Here on the print, okay, what if we do this? For, okay, let me not remove this. Okay, let me just say for I in range. Okay, for I in range, then I'm going to say I in range 0, I'm going to say range 0 to 7. Okay, let's see what it's going to give us. Let's say print. So we're going to print, let's say we're going to print names. Okay, we'll print the name at I, okay, and then we'll put a comma, and then we're going to print another space here and put a dash, and then come and put the mark obtained. Okay, marks until I, like that. Okay, what is this going to give us? Okay, so our hope is to be able to see the list of names here printed. Okay, if you want, you can number them by putting I plus 1, and then put a comma, and then put a dot, and then that, and then that. So what we basically want to do here is, if I is 0, then we're going to display 1, name number 1, then put a dot, and then the name actually there, then a dash, and then the marks obtained by that person. Okay, so let's see what this is going to give us. Okay, let's try to run this code and see what it gives us. Stop and run, yes. Okay, so enter a name. Okay, so say that Moses. Okay, Mark. Okay, this person will say, let's say Max got 58. Okay, good. So are we able to see this? Let's see this output we're getting here. So we're getting this list here. So we see this list here. So this is coming because of this now. So each name that was entered here, okay, each name that was entered comes out, and we see the name, the dash, and then the mark obtained. Okay, so this is coming because of this output here, which we had here. The name, the dash, and then the mark. So we can access an item in an array by specifying the name of the array and then the index. But given that we just print then the name of the array like this will print everything in the array like we have seen. So thank you so much for watching this video, and look forward to more lessons on this stuff.